Action.
Hey guys!
Hey!
Brittany and Kyle here, day 3 of our self-isolation here in San Diego.
Day
And
3. How are you feeling, my love?
yeah, it has been like kind of moment by moment, trying to stay present. I feel like there's moments where I'm like, this is crazy, so many questions and kind of like conspiracy theories, and moments where I feel really down, and other moments where I'm like, this is the best week ever. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it has been. It's been a bit of a roller coaster ride. Um, we've been talking with a lot of friends and family, and I feel like a lot of the conversations are the same. It's a lot of reassurances about, and love, so much love and light sharing, but then there's
Yeah.
also just like there's just so much fear and so much anxiety, and like, the
Yeah.
news and the current situation is really fucked up. Like,
Yeah, it's like it's just one thing after the next, like the news that's happening.
yeah. And yesterday we watched something with that came across one of the channels, and it really put like a really dark hole in my being. But again, like, we're gonna
But
fight these things.
right after that, we had a really beautiful delivery.
We sure did.
You can
Here,
check out the
let
video.
me share the screen here. I've got it all queued up.
From a woman who I have met once in my life. I've been interviewing nannies to help with our 9-month-old baby. And this woman, Rachel, I told her she couldn't come over today for, to watch the baby as a trial run. And she said, no worries, I'm going to drop something off at your door. So here's
She
that.
came and she brought us toilet paper, the game Quirkle, some asparagus, which is Brittany's favorite vegetable. If anybody wants to send us asparagus, Brittany will eat it. No, she won't.
Well, and like grass-fed organic beef dinner.
Cooked in mushrooms.
Yeah, cooked in mushroom. I mean, just in a pack and play for the baby. Like I said, I've met this woman once. It was such an act of kindness. My parents have been by at least 3 times. My dad's making colloidal silver in the garage. My mom's baking pumpkin bread, and they've just been bringing things over nonstop. And it's been 3 days. I'm like, wow, there's so much love. One of our good friends, Chris Kantowitz, ordered us.
This stuff.
Yeah, the Paul Stamets mushroom elixir, which.
So based on a lot of like the research that's been going on and a lot of the the feedback and discussions, it seems like to really protect yourself from whatever this virus is, 3 things: vitamin C, vitamin D, and mushrooms as an autoimmune blocker.
And specifically, it seems chaga and turkey tail.
And then in talking with Chris, we like, it was expressed that, these multi mushrooms, when you add more mushrooms together, more psilocybin together, or it's psilocybin, no, it's a psychedelic one.
I think it's mycelium.
Yeah, as you add more myceliums together, you get a stronger result. So vitamin D, and where do we get vitamin D from? We get vitamin D the best. There's a plentiful amount of vitamin D around us. It's from the sun. But in order to absorb vitamin D, you need to get into the sun.
And you need to take off your sunglasses, because actually the best place to absorb vitamin D is through your eyes, and also on your back, because it's the largest surface area of skin. But any skin is good. But yeah, get out there, get in the sun, like sun gaze. There's people who do this for hours a day.
Yeah. Sun gaze and sweat, and don't wear sunscreen either. Do not, for really prolonged periods of exposure, sure, sunscreen, but honestly, just sweat in the sun, 15, 20 minutes, a half an hour, full body exposure. You're gonna get all the vitamin D you're gonna need. You're gonna get protected. Vitamin D is so critical. It is medicine from the sun.
And if you're not somewhere that's sunny, or the sun's not coming out where you are for weeks, then there's lots of really great vitamin D3 supplements that you can find online. So check those out.
Yeah. And then the other one that is really important too is good old vitamin C. So
yeah, which is easy for us here in California. I posted some pictures and videos of Kyle kind of going around the neighborhood. There's lots of unharvested citrus trees here that are like literally dying because they're so full of oranges or pomelos or lemons. So we're trying to think creatively of how we can get all the citrus and maybe give it to people who are in need, like elderly who need vitamin C. If you have any ideas, please let us know. But yeah, get oranges, lemons, or if you don't have citrus where you are and you can't find it, then yeah, get some supplements.
What else we got going on? So there's also, on Friday they printed I think $1.5 trillion worth of new money. And it propped up the U.S. stock market. And there's like, with this insane economic turmoil, like the Fed just is cutting its rate to 0. So I would highly recommend Bitcoin. Many people know that I've been into Bitcoin a long time. If for most people, we don't have any money. Like there's very little disposable money. But if you do have savings and you're worried about savings and protecting your savings, I highly recommend Bitcoin. In Canada, I work with a site called Coinberry. It's very safe. It's very fast. It's very effective as a solution. We'll put a link.
Coinberry somewhere where you buy
and Coinberry is
with fiat.
Yes, Coinberry is a place where you can deposit using your bank. And then buy crypto and then withdraw it to your own wallet, which is like something that we're doing with Swiss Key.
And also a girlfriend of mine tried to send some money via Venmo today, and she has a new like $1,000 limit of sent. She wasn't sending us over $1,000, but she had already sent some other friends money. And there's new limits being put that she's never seen before on the amount of money she's sending. So I don't know what that is, but something interesting.
And another reason for systems like Bitcoin that can't, because if people do start wanting to like withdraw their monies from the banks because they don't trust the banks, etc. If there's a bank run, not everybody's going to get their money. But with crypto, when you have Bitcoin, it's protected. It hasn't shown that it's been really kind of and like inversely correlated to the rest of the markets, but it is like the one thing that
stable in the sense that they can't just print more and more and more.
Correct.
So,
and one thing that is meaning constant as we move forward is I think communication systems are going to continue to remain up, and the internet is not going anywhere.
Yes, and we discovered the coolest thing today. What was it called? We watched a concert today. We watched a live band in Ireland. And they were such a cool band. And you go on this site, you can spend like 10 cents to join the concert. And we watched this beautiful band.
Yeah, it was called Stage It. And we watched, what was their name?
And you can like tip them, you can comment, and it's so cool.
Shows I've been to. Yeah, we went and saw Byrne and Kelly, and they were so awesome.
Yeah, and it was so great to have this live performance where you feel like you're all home and isolated. You can watch things on YouTube, of course, which we've been doing with our yoga videos. But this was like live and people were interacting, and it was so awesome. And it gave us a really great idea of something that we've kind of been thinking about for the last few days, is throwing a really, truly decentralized dance party.
Right. So we've been suggesting keep dancing, and it's something that Sequoia loves to dance, and I think people just love to dance and need to dance. So if you're feeling down the dumps a little bit, you know what? Why don't you go put a costume on and just start dancing? Put on your favorite music, favorite dance tracks, put a costume on. There's nobody watching you. Just dance your face off and have some fun and let some endorphins get going.
Guaranteed after one song or even 30 seconds, you will feel so much better. Like if you just feel yourself getting into this like dark hole and you want to crawl in bed or like close the door and like close the curtain, just be like, wait, I'm feeling that dark feeling. Okay, dance. But yeah, so our idea is to create a decentralized dance party, maybe through Stage It or some other streaming platform where we can dance and share music with people potentially all over the world. Yeah,
and Brittany is a really awesome dancer, so and we'll just put the music on, and maybe I think tomorrow we'll try and set up maybe either YouTube live or we'll set up on Stage It. We're going to test out different ways. but to get people dancing. We're going to play some awesome, fun dance music, and hopefully we can all just press join and dance in.
Yeah.
And hopefully this triggers, the people, instead of posting like, their sad memes and their sad stories, posting fun videos of themselves dancing and being silly and like, being children, and getting their bodies moving, getting their endorphins moving, and getting the blood circulating, because that is also really, really important for good health, is to keep your body moving. So we also did a good yoga session today, which was awesome. So
Day 2 in a row.
2 days of doing yoga and like getting sweating and getting in the sun. Also, I had a good talk with our CEO of Alternate Health, which is one of the companies that I work with, and we're thinking about these different opportunities in front of us. And while we're all at home and we have time, if anybody's interested in CBD certification or interested in how CBD works, I think it's a big buzzword. This is a good time to do some research. We've got a really kind of, comprehensive online learning portal. I'll drop the link below if anybody's interested on that. I also talked to my dad, who's down in Florida and is also in isolation. And, we were talking about the Clock Tower in Ottawa. Clock Tower is our family restaurant that we have 8 different locations and employ over 250 different people. And it looks like probably this week there's going to be like a full ban on restaurants, and like restaurants are all going to have to close. And from his perspective, it's like this is death for us as an organization. I don't really believe that. I believe it's going to stay. It will, like, out of the ashes will rise the phoenix. But that said, 250 people, cooks, servers, management, good people, community people are going to be adversely affected. And if it's potentially up to 3 weeks is what I heard, if not more. Whew,
and these are people who most likely don't have big savings and probably don't even have enough money to buy, stock up on food or basic needs for even the next week, let alone the next month.
And then the waterfall and like the exponential effect of this too. It's like, people probably work for like a week and a half or 2 weeks just for rent sometimes.
And
so rent payments are all going to start getting missed. Does that mean people are going to get kicked out of their places? Like, I don't think so. But I think that means the entire all the landlords, and then the landlords, and then it's the banks, and then do the banks get away with things in times like these? Well, they have in the past, and they've actually gotten the free money, but it doesn't make it down to the end of the line. So hopefully this time around, as part of this easing, we actually think as a system-wide approach to this, and start thinking about the little guys who are going to get absolutely wrecked on this, and let's not just protect those at the top of the food chain.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like the people who are making these decisions have lots of money, maybe, because they're not thinking about just the average person who's working at 2 weeks to pay rent, a week to pay for their kids' school, and the last week is for food and necessities for their car. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I think dancing. Yeah, we don't. Dancing makes everything.
We can't solve it in this, and and ultimately this. We are at this. This whole thing is presenting civilization with an opportunity. This is a test.
Yeah.
This is a test. This might be a drill that is disguised as a test. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we are I still very firmly believe that we are entering a new golden age, and
this is on the path. This is part of the path.
This is part of the path. This is part of the journey.
Yeah.
And keep to the light, protect your bodies, protect yourselves, keep nourished properly.
And share the love, the amount of love and support and people leaving things on our doorstep or sending them. It has just been amazing. Anytime someone gives us something, all I want to do is give back. And so we're trying to find ways and how we can do that. If you guys got ideas, please share them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, You're sending so much love.
Check in with people,
Yeah.
Check in with your family and your friends, and just make sure everybody's okay. And think about there's a lot of the fear out there, but hopefully, we just push forward. And also it's springtime too. Like, we're exiting summer. Like, the days are getting longer. The days are getting warmer. Exiting winter.
Unless you're in the southern hemisphere.
Yeah, the days are getting longer. Like, the sun is coming out stronger. Like, get out, get into the sun. Like, don't be afraid to go outside. Yes, social distancing is the the word of the day.
Wear a silk scarf. Look at this. You don't need a face mask. I got a silk scarf. I got cashmere gloves. We got some like ski mittens.
Looks scary.
Like, yeah, definitely scare people when I walk around with this. But you know what? It works. It's better safe than sorry.
I know. Well, I mean, there's also
and
like, I feel like we're all like, if some of the things they say about this thing are true, then we're all just going to get it and we're going to have to deal with it, or we're going to be exposed to it. So
I think a lot of us have been exposed and we don't even know.
It's more important to like protect your body than anything. Like even around social distancing, yes, be careful around especially sick people, but like protect your body. Protect your body.
Yes, and
if you are sick, if you don't take care of your body and you just isolate yourself, you're not doing yourself any good. Protect your body
by eating healthy.
By exercising, yes. By getting vitamin D, by getting vitamin C,
be proactive. And what I was going to say in terms of protecting people, protect the elders. Kyle's grandpa, Erpy, who's 99 years old, was in Germany for the last month, hanging out with his girlfriend. And tonight he's traveling all the way from Germany by himself to Montreal. So please, please send him positive vibrations and love. He's just the sweetest, most wise elder on this planet, and just send love and prayers and good vibrations to him. He is so special. And he's who we really want to take care of during this time.
Yeah. So
all right,
I think that's been
I think that's good for day 3
and a good kind of we're improving. We waited till the end of the day here, but sending love out there to everybody.
Yes.
Be strong, be wise,
stay positive,
don't be rash, don't make rash decisions. Like, think critically, think consciously, think positively.
Yeah.
Remain optimistic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get your dance on.
Get your dance on.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.